Council, Mabirizi, has heavily criticized Odonga, Olanya, Gilbert, Professor Latigo, and the Chief Justice, Dollo. He considered these people's decision on defending Acholi land as practicing bias and questionable conduct. Here is his full speech.
All right. Council Mabirizi, this Balaalo question, you've been opposed to edits like Chief Justice Dollo, former Honorable Odonga, Otto, Professor Latigo. They all insist that the Balaalo should leave their land. They should leave Acholi land. They should leave northern Uganda.
Why are you obsessed with those titles? Those guys don't deserve those titles. When you say Chief Justice, I think I've talked a lot about Dollo, why he's not supposed to be a Chief Justice, even Zako in Uganda challenge. When you talk about the word honorable has a dictionary meaning. Someone must be behaving in a given manner. That's why I prefer calling them Dollo, Odonga, Otto, Ogenga, Latigo. Yes, but the point is, these elites are telling the entire Uganda that Acholi is a noble area. That when you go to Acholi, they must choose for you what to do there. If you go there and want to wedding in Chako, they will beat you. They torture you up. You say, you Muganda, what are you doing here at wedding in Chako?
Like the videos you shared earlier on.
When you go there and say, for me, I'm a pastor, I have cattle, and then they ask you, who are you to have cattle here in our land? You still live in our cattle during the war. So these allies are supposed to foster national unity, are supposed to enforce Article 29, which say that every citizen has a right to move throughout Uganda and settle there. But they are doing the opposite. That's why I'm saying this is illegal, it's unconstitutional, and these people of Acholi, especially the allies, must understand that what they are doing is illegal.
Oh, very, very sad. Now we saw these very elites that you're talking about with Council Mwesigwa Rukutana, former Deputy Attorney General.
The Balaalo.
Yes, the Balaalo ran to Council, former Deputy Attorney General Rukutana, to help them with how to proceed in court. So do you think there are any chances of success?
I don't look at their case. I don't know what Rukutana sued. I'm not in a position to assess what they sued. I'm not part of their legal team. So until I've seen what they took to court, what the pleading Rukutana made, I'm not able to assess whether they will win. But all I know that what is being done is unconstitutional, is illegal, and according to Article 29 of the Constitution.
The fundraising numbers?
0701 88 and 787
Now I give him a quick fact check. It is legally justified for the Balaalo to leave northern Uganda because their continued presence violates the Constitution of Uganda and undermines actually customary land tenure. Article 237 4A of the 1995 Constitution protects customary ownership, requiring that any dealings with such land must be done with the free, prior, and informed consent of the rightful owners, usually families and clans. However, many Balaalo settlements were established through coercion, duress, and manipulation of economically vulnerable individuals, which renders these transactions voidable under the Contracts Act 2010. Additionally, their presence disrupts communal livelihoods, disrespects clan authority, and leads to environmental degradation. This not only erodes traditional governance, but also contradicts the state's obligation to uphold the rights of indigenous landholders. Therefore, in both law and justice, their departure is a rightful correction of illegitimate land occupation. Mabirizi, on the other hand, you must remember, has lost at least 5 high-profile cases, and in multiple other instances, courts have dismissed his petitions as frivolous or procedurally incompetent. Some people went ahead even to mock or crack jokes about him that he will soon enter the Guinness book of world records as a lawyer who filed a lot of petitions but lost the most. Let's take a look backward. In 2014, he lost a petition challenging DPP's takeover of his private prosecution against the Basoga Chapazinga and was ordered to pay cost. In 2024, his bid to regain control over the Muzi private prosecution was dismissed. Still in 2024, he brought 2 cases against the Deputy Speaker and IGP that were dismissed, and he was ordered to cover court costs. In 2022-2023, he was fined Uganda shilling 300 million and imprisoned for contempt of court after criticizing judges regarding his failed MTN IPO challenge. In 2018, his constitutional challenge to the age limit bill was denied. Additionally, media commentary and judicial remarks consistently describe his filings as frivolous and a waste of court time. While an exact count is difficult given unreported cases, this represents his most significant and publicly documented records of practicing law. Thank you.